What's happening, YouTube? What's happening? This is going to be about NFL football coaches that are overrated. And this one, Jon Gruden versus Mike McCarthy. Oh boy. Chucky versus big meathead Mike. Both these guys won a Super Bowl. Both of them had dual purposes with same teams, had interesting runs, and then their history's interesting. Jon Gruden, if it wasn't for the Tuck rule against New England, who knows? The Raiders were actually pretty good that year. Lost that game, lost that you'll never know. So we'll never know. He had a 114 and 110 record. He got the championship, obviously, in Tampa Bay. He got that ring courtesy of in Tampa Bay uh, because of Tony Dungy getting let go, and he inherited Dungy's team, so he know he be carrying his ring. He wasn't. He had a success with the Raiders. He went to Tampa Bay. He beat the Raiders, and he got all that. Came back to the Raiders with that big deal and everything that blew up on him, and it backfired. And so it was a. It's almost like he was fraudulent because it just didn't really matter. He had a great run early, and then he came back, and he had turns out where his welcome because eventually the Raiders went mediocrity, and Tampa Bay did too, and that's been his mo. Coaches up good for a couple of years, and then he falls off and starts to fade. So 4 games over 500, despite the chip. He's not this guru, this great coach that they like him out to make him out to be, but they sure as heck tried. They really tried to pour it on about how good Chucky was and all that mess. Didn't really turn out to be as deep as it turned out. So, but that's what they tried to sell you on. And his track record is pretty much not that memorable, contrary to what they put out there. But he started out better with the Raiders. We'll never know, though, if it wasn't for the Tuck rule game against New England. Brady, was that a fumble? Was it not? Because at that time, the Raiders were on the come up. Things changed. The fates changed. As for Mike McCarthy, he has run with Aaron Rodgers. They won a ring. Aaron Rodgers, one of the greatest quarterbacks ever, etc. And 130, 88, and 2 ties. He always wins about 12 games. Stats in the regular season is usually good, except for this past year with Dallas, where he got let go because he got tired of being the puppet for Jerry Jones. The thing is that he couldn't do anything with Dak Prescott. He really couldn't do anything with the Cowboys. And when Dak got hurt and they fell off, and no running game, he couldn't stop the run. Michael Parsons was, throwing shade at him left and right. Just 10-8 in the postseason. So he's got his championship, but it's almost like this guy just didn't go to another level. Now you ask me, point blank, who is more overrated of the two? Both of them got a chip. Both of them had postseason success. But who is more overrated of the two? I gotta say Gruden is more overrated of the two because he had opportunities that were more beneficial to him. He got to go back to the Raiders. He got to coach Tampa Bay. He had top tier defense. McCarthy had Aaron Rodgers, and they did come up short quite a bit. But so did Matt LaFleur. But I can't hold that all. But McCarthy's situation with Dak Prescott, again, they were missing some parts. But he did have a better regular season marks, though, than Jon Gruden. Jon Gruden's regular seasons tended to be mediocrity to fall off. There's a difference between a coach that has 2 ties on his resume, but is, to his credit, 40 games over 500, whereas Jon Gruden is only 4 games over 500. And they coached about the same amount. So when I tally it up, Jon Gruden is more overrated than Mike McCarthy based on the question to me. But anyway, let me know what you think. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like and hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.